It's up to you if you want to start adding new crops or grow locations first, but we might suggest starting with grow locations. This is because you'll define the space you have available to plant, which might help you plan what crops you'd like to plant. Many Farmbrite users find that having the farm map visualized helps you get a lay of the land and plan to utilize your property to its fullest potential. To create a grow location, click on New Location and then give it a name. We'll then add some details about the grow location. You can choose what type it is, whether it's a field, greenhouse, grow room, or more, and then you'll make an important selection to decide your planting format. You can read the descriptions to decide what's best for you, but if you have a market garden with many different kinds of crops, you might choose planted in beds. If you're growing a single commodity crop, you might choose row crop. If you're going to plant a pasture with a cover crop to harvest hay and feed your animals, you'll probably choose cover crop, or you can use other for many other types of unique situations. We're going to use planted in beds in our example. So what we're really defining is that southeast field A is broken into 5 beds that are each 100 feet long and 3 feet wide. The number of beds, bed length, and bed width are all customizable for your unique layout. And if the beds aren't all the same size, don't worry, you'll be able to update them individually later. You can supply the acreage if you know the size of the entire field, but we'll see in a minute how Farmbrite will automatically calculate this for you when we map the field. You can also choose a status and a light profile, and if we had planted a cover crop for our livestock to graze, we could also add how long we would prefer this field to rest until it was grazed again. Let's save. And now we have a new field added that we could either map or skip and get right to planting. Let's go ahead and map it. The map will load based on your farm address, and you can always zoom out and then move the map if you need to map a grow location in a different area. We're going to outline our field, and we'll see it automatically connected to the grow location we just created. Also note the acreage calculation here as well. We'll save, and then scroll up, and we can use the next button to add plantings. You heard me say a minute ago that you'll be able to update the size of the beds. You saw when we just mapped the field that the bottom bed was maybe a little bit shorter. So I'm going to go to bed 5 and choose edit. And instead of 100 feet, we'll make that 80 and then save. And you'll see the square footage of the bed automatically updated. And if you needed to add more beds to the grow location, you can click Add Beds here. The beds added would be in addition to the ones already set up. Now that we have a grow location defined, the next step would be to plant crops in it. However, be aware if you'd like to create more grow locations before creating any plantings, that's totally fine too. You could define all your fields and all of your beds, and then take a look at the location map to get a sense of what you have available to use. And if you want to get even further detailed with the map, you can also add your beds and connect them with that existing grow location. After you've optionally defined more grow locations and added to the map, when you're ready to add plantings, navigate to My Crops. There's a separate help video on our channel that'll help you through that process, so go ahead and create some of your grow locations, and then watch that one to take the next steps.